Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, the 4th of April. Yes, 'tis April 4th, 2024. Present mileage on the bike, 41,781 miles. Presently 1:07 p.m. in the afternoon, and I'm on my way to work. To which I shall work till around midnight. Present temperatures, mid-30s. Could be 40. I'm not sure. It's somewhere. Oh, first day on the bike since the last day I rode, which was last Friday. Been kind of crappy weather lately. But I'm planning on riding tomorrow anyways, which is also Friday, and it looks like the weather's going to almost be identical tomorrow as it is today, maybe a little more sun tomorrow. But I figure what the hell, get the bike out today too and get used to it. I do have the heated vest. What the hell is that? Oh, oil container. I do have the heated vest in my left saddlebag right now, if needed for the ride home, because it's supposed to be in the low 30s when I get out tonight. But everything's looking good. I was messaging back and forth with my Kaylee 7 this morning. He had a little bit of a scare on the bike, I guess would be the better way to put it. He had something run out on him, he said, when he was getting ready to either set up it to a curve or was in the curve. I didn't really follow exactly what he meant. But apparently it smashed into the side of the Goldwing. He's guessing it may have been a cat. Poor kitty. But it sounds like the only damage it really did was take the little side cover off the crash bar and maybe hit that area that the Goldwing's lighting system goes in. You know, where they put those external lights that I put in mine back when I bought the bike. Those little round fog lights, driving lights, whatever you want to call them. Passing lamps, I don't know. But didn't go down, so that's good. Hopefully he didn't do much damage to the bike. I do believe I have those plastic covers hanging around somewhere because I took them off mine shortly after buying it because I like the crash bar to be exposed more than the little plastic cap. So if I get a minute, I'll see if I can find those. Maybe we can help them out there. I can't remember if I catch them or not. Oh, yeah, a little chilly. Windshield up. Love that adjustable windshield. I think every bike should, or every touring motorcycle with a fairing, should have the ability to have the windshield put up and down at some level. And preferably for me, it would be motorized, not cranked, so you can do it while going on the road. It's got to be the best thing in the world sometimes. It's almost just as handy as a pocket in a shirt, as they used to say. So lately, I've been learning to run the CMM department at work because we had a what they call or refer to as a RIF. We had a layoff at work recently, and one of the layoffs included the CMM operator on second shift. So I told him I would train up so I could at least learn how to run it if something happens. You know, not to the ability that our CMM operator had, but you know, learn to train to run it and get signed off. So if need be, train other people to run their own parts, which should help because we're not planning on backfilling that position anytime soon, I don't think. Although I feel it'd be a lot better if they did. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll have to deal with it the best we can. So that's been making my nights go by pretty quick because I basically run it from 2 or 3 o'clock till 8-ish at night. And that's when third shift shows up and she takes over, which is nice, so I can still get some of my other lead stuff done if need be. Tomorrow, there is no third shift because third shift, obviously, for most places, as well as ours, works Sunday through Thursday night. That's Sundays are Monday and Thursdays are Friday, right? So I may stay a little later than I normally do on Friday tomorrow. 1, because I need some parts scanned possibly, and 2, because, hey, overtime, baby. Might as well get it while I can. Yep, sure enough. Looks like it should be a fairly decent year for riding, I think. It looks like we've got some warm weather coming to Michigan here in the next week or so, and that'll probably be here to stay for a while. We're obviously going to have some rain. I mean, that's just a given. It's springtime. But I'm looking forward to that. It'd be nice not to have to drive the car hardly at all and just have the ability to ride the motorcycle most places I go, which is usually what I do during the midst of the riding season. I usually ride the bike more than I drive the car, unless I get myself into a little rut where I just don't feel like riding to work. And if it's going to rain all day and night, chances are I'm not going to ride my bike just to ride my bike. I don't see much of a point in riding in the rain both ways. Now, if I can usually my thought process is I'd like to at least have one nice ride in or home. And as long as one of the rides in or home are nice, I don't care about, rain or something on the ride in or the ride home. Although I will say I would prefer to have the rain on the way in during the daylight and no rain on the way home, probably if I had to pick, because at night, I get out around 11:30 to 12 a.m., 11:30 p.m. to 11 a.m. I get out in the morning, so it's dark out. And when it's raining, I mean, for all of you who ride, I'm sure you've ridden in the rain, getting some of these country roads, it's pretty dark out, right? There's no lighting on any of these roads. There's no lamps. It's not like a city street. Oil pump, pumping out the Earl. But, so it makes it really quite difficult when it's raining, especially raining hard. It makes it hard to see at night. So I would prefer to have the rain. Like right now, if it was going to rain today, I mean, I probably wouldn't ride because it's cool out. I don't want to get pneumonia. But if it was going to rain on a day like this, I would prefer to ride in the rain right now. If I had to ride in the rain no matter what, and then have the night ride be clear. Of course, you can't just, make that happen because you want it, but it'd be nice, That ain't dangerous. So, anyways, that's my outlook on the rain and riding to work. Now, if I'm going on a trip, I'll just ride no matter what, because, you're on a trip, you got to do what you got to do. There's two of us at work that ride quite often, myself and Wes. I would probably say that Wes rides more often than I do, even. He pretty good. He gets pretty hardcore once the weather starts turning. He's ridden it a lot when it's cooler out. I don't know, in the past, if it gets down below the 32 mark, I try to avoid riding as much as possible at that point because I know that there's a good chance I'll get sick. And usually that's because I'm a dumb shit and I leave my visor open a little bit and the cold air rushes down and against my face and I get bronchitis. So I'm trying to keep the mask closed too. And it's cold out, so there really isn't a reason to have it open. And I think a lot of that came from wearing that damn Arai helmet I had. And the Arai helmets are nice, don't get me wrong, but man, oh man, that one, that locking feature on the screen was so hard to so hard to engage that you'd always get air coming through the mask if you didn't lock it down. That safety lock they got for racing. I would get so much cold air funneled down that thing on the way home, especially if it reached into the low 30s, mid high 20s. Oh, it's horrible. So I went back to my Shoei because it fit better anyways. I actually got a new one, but I think this will make it one more year. As long as I don't hit my head on anything. I know. But, yeah, so, I don't know. Speaking of which, I do have that Arai helmet I wore for one riding season. It's the same one that my K7 had. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but I do have that if anyone's interested. Make you a hell of a good deal on it. Wore it one season, so you might want to wash the liner and replace it, but it was a $900 helmet. Just sitting in the garage. Definitely sell that thing. It's a white one. It's the X something, Corsair X, I think they call it. Nice helmet, just didn't fit my head shape. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a message. We'll talk. I'm talking pretty cheap because otherwise it's just sitting in the garage. Hey Nick, now. Feels good to be on the motorcycle. Feels good to be on the wing. Well, I don't really have a whole lot more to speak to or about. Nothing really else interesting going on in my life, so I guess I'll cut this off here and talk to you all next time. Yeah. Say my name. This is Moose. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Recording.
Oh, look at me. I got my wish. It's raining on the way into work. Son of a... I'm glad I'm dressed in rain gear. I got my new K-Tone Climb waterproof. I got my helmet on, Shoei, water resistant. I have my pants on, Rev'it, waterproof liner. Together, and my Daytona boots, waterproof. Unless you get above the cuff. Then it's not. It's just a sprinkle. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm okay. Anyways, so that is raindrops falling on me. I can't sing, now you see. Took me like 20 minutes to get the camera to turn on. This would have been much more dramatic when you could hear the raindrops hitting. I don't know why I'm talking in this voice. Vote today.